Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with John Asher. He's CEO of Asher Strategies. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Gerhard. So great to be on your show again.
Let's dive right in. We want to explore a little bit your research, what you have found on how buyers have changed. Can you tell us about it?
Well, once the pandemic got going, we had two big customers who asked us, Goldman Sachs and Lockheed Martin, can you guys put together all these studies that are coming out, interviews of buyers and CEOs and sales managers, and give us the big picture? So we started integrating it all, and we integrated all, and now it's like 420 studies into a very small set of slides. Buyers now, they really want purchasing flexibility. The use for them of these digital commerce solutions, interactive portals, etc., is up 100%. And about 2/3 of the vendors now in our country have developed them. And the return on investment from them, of course, is very high because there's no salesperson commission involved. 1 in 7 buyers will spend more than $1 million per transaction, usually products. Currently, there are 3 ways buyers are interacting. Face-to-face, about 1/3, remote, DC platform calls like a Zoom call, and e-commerce, that is bypassing any discussion with a salesperson, just buying it online, about 1/3. And as I'm sure everybody knows, the third that's growing the fastest is e-commerce. So you can almost see now that marketing is ascendant and sales is somewhat descendant. And now when you survey buyers and say, do you like this flexibility? Wow, it's like 90% of them say, hey, this is great. And one of the reasons they like buying remotely is made their buying process much more efficient and much more effective than face-to-face. There's no travel costs or meeting delays because of travel. Both buyers and sellers can assemble stakeholders essentially from all over the world, multiple locations to be on that call. Meetings can be called, recorded, and shared, and they all think they can make purchasing decisions much easier. 80% of the buyers would prefer a video conferencing interaction to a phone call. So now you may wonder, gosh, I wonder what the closing rate is. Which one would be higher, on a Zoom call or a phone call? It's actually pretty amazing. So much higher on a Zoom call.
127%. That's incredible.
It is incredible.
There's another issue which is not shown in your slides, and I'm really curious. I've read that there are more buyers now involved in a decision, especially in a difficult economy. Given the data that you have presented so far, what do salespeople need to change right now?
If a salesperson today cannot get a Zoom call organized, can't get the time zone right, doesn't show up on time, can't pull up a document like a proposal, can't modify the document, the proposal in real time, doesn't have guidance from the company on how much they can modify the proposal, for most savvy buyers today, that salesperson is just out.
I think what you're saying is that in addition to the traditional selling skills, salespeople need to be digitally efficient.
Absolutely. In fact, we've identified 8 additional skills that are more important now pre-pandemic. They're more important now. That of course, is an obvious one. There's another very interesting one, and that is after you've done rapport building and after you've done a needs analysis and after you've talked about the solution a bit, in which case would the closing rate be higher? If the salesperson then recommends what the salesperson thinks the buyer should do, or if the salesperson asks the buyer, how would you like to proceed from here? So then the buyer states in their own words what they want. Right. Any difference in the closing?
Is Asher Training offering a specific course for digital selling?
Yes, and actually what we've done now, we've taken 3 sets of skills, the old classic skills, the 10 skills of the elite salespeople, the new neuroscience-based skills, the activators, the cognitive biases, and these new reality skills, and integrated them together, all in one online training.
That's awesome. Where can people learn more about this?
They can just come to the website, asherstrategies.com.
Asher is one of the top 25 sales training companies listed by Selling Power magazine. And your fascination with bringing in science into the sales process, every time we talk, you share eye-opening statistics and you clearly have your finger on the pulse on what needs to be done to raise the profession of selling. Thank you.
Thank you. I can't help it, Gerhard. I'm an engineer.
I know you're born to solve problems.
That's it.